Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing to my channel, to my videos, and to everyone who's been getting personal readings. If you would like to receive a personal reading from me, the link to my website's in the description below. And I just wanted to let everyone know that I have been using Instant Go, I think for I don't know how long now, maybe like 8 months or so now, but I'm going to be transitioning off of Instant Go. So starting February 1st, I will no longer be doing readings on Instant Go. If you are wanting the one question, 3 tarot card reading from me, you'll be able to get that through my website, but I just will no longer be using the app. But the same service will be available through my website. So just keep that in mind. And that's again starting February 1st. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. So yeah, I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope the energies have settled for everyone since the eclipse. I feel like energetically things have settled down for me. But I also feel like, I don't know, I feel like just 2019 is just going to be a big year of change for me, like on this twin flame journey, but just in general outside of that as well. So yeah, let me know how you guys have been feeling. I feel like my dreams have been interesting. Like they've been very vivid, but I've actually had trouble remembering them a bit since the total lunar eclipse from this past weekend, which is interesting because like I'm a Pisces, I'm very much in dreamland and my dreams are always vivid and I usually am able to recall them rather easily, but that's just been for this week, it's been kind of not there. But yeah, so I wanted to do a kind of romance reading to see what's going on with the collective in terms of the energy of everyone. This is going to be using my Romance Angels cards. I feel like I haven't done this in a little while, so we'll see what's going on and kind of the mindset for the masculine and the feminine right now. And yeah, we'll see what comes through for it. Let's see how the masculine's feeling towards the feminine right now from a romance perspective. Masculine towards the feminine. Masculine. Ooh, okay. First card that popped all the way out is Let Your Friends Help You. And it says ask for and accept support from others. And one more card on the masculine side is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle for the feminine cards as well. Divine Feminines. Okay, Divine Feminine. I got a lot of cards that popped out, so let's try that again. Okay, the first one is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Second one, Divine Feminine. Pay attention to the red flags. So I feel like right off the bat, what I'm getting is from the masculine side. The masculine are really trying to solve this puzzle. I feel like the masculine are kind of looking at their feminine as a kind of Rubik's Cube or some type of intense puzzle that they're trying to figure out, and they're kind of shuffling things in their mind, racking their brain, maybe asking other people for advice or looking to other people to figure out what the best way is to deal with the situation with you. And I don't mean that to say that every divine masculine is talking to other people about their divine feminine or about their situation with their divine feminine, but I feel like they may be looking to other people with, who are in successful relationships or who are in long-term relationships, to get some advice on, how they got to be in that type of place. And from the And I'm going to go back and clarify those cards, of course, but for the Divine Feminine off the bat, I feel like the Divine Feminine is questioning the connection a bit with their Divine Masculine, wondering if this is more of a karmic thing going on, wondering if their Divine Masculine is aware that, you know, this is a twin flame connection going on, and wondering if, you know, if the Divine Feminine are wondering if they themselves have like misinterpreted the situation between them and the person that they're calling their Divine Masculine. So it's interesting. Kind of similar, but a little bit different as well for what's going on between the two. So let's go back to the Divine Masculine's cards to see what these are about. So again, the first card we got for the Divine Masculine, so it's let your friends help you. So what are the Divine Masculine getting advice about? What are they looking to others to understand regarding relationships or regarding anything that may impact their connection with their Divine Feminine? What is the Divine Masculine trying to receive? What is the Divine Masculine? Okay, Ace of Swords. They're trying to receive some clarity, some understanding, like I said, about like what the best way is to approach their situation with their Divine Feminine. It's like bottom of the deck is the World. So some may be looking to get good advice from someone else so that they can apply that in a positive, constructive way with their Divine Feminine, to be like, it's almost like a very masculine trait thing to do. It's like if I want to create change in my world, to create change in my environment, what's the best way for me to do that? It's for me to go somewhere and learn from the best. It's like if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You have to learn from the best. I feel like that's the approach that some Divine Masculine are taking right now, and I don't feel like it's in a very overt way necessarily. I feel like it's just observing and maybe listening in intently, or having some like prodding questions a little bit, but nothing direct, saying I need your help with a relationship problem or anything like that. So what is this Ace of Swords about? So the Justice card, like I said, I feel like this is about getting some clarity and understanding about how to make things right. It's like if you want to have a successful, balanced connection, relationship, how do you do that? This is something that the Divine Masculine, and my cards just shifted. This is something that the Divine Masculine has been thinking about by themselves, but they've been racking their brain around it. So some of them are starting to like look outside of themselves to get this extra guidance on the situation. At the bottom of the deck for that was the Seven of Pentacles. So again, it's like if you can't kind of sit under the tree and figure it out by yourself, then it's like going outwards and trying to go to someone else who has that knowledge, who has that wisdom, and can help you figure the situation out. So anything else on what this Let Your Friends Help You card is about? Anything else on what this Let Your Friends Help You card is about? So we have the Judgment card, and we have the Temperance in reverse. So again, I feel like Divine Masculines are really trying to figure out how to best start a new chapter with their Divine Feminine by looking at people who have had their own successful relationships, people who have something that's balanced, that they themselves, the Divine Masculine, will want to emulate. For some of them, I feel like this may be looking towards their parents, even if their parents have like a healthy, long-lasting relationships, looking to them to figure out, you know, how did it come to be in that place. And I feel like with this Temperance reverse card, it's just realizing, I feel like it's realizing that even if things aren't always balanced, even if things aren't always, you know, calm, that there's a way to move past that. There's a way to blend the differences. For some Divine Masculine, I feel like with this coming out in reverse, they may have been afraid of the differences. Yeah, Page of Wands in reverse. They may have been afraid of the differences that exist between them and their Divine Feminine. So you know, at first maybe it was appealing and they were fine with it, but then at some point I feel like some divine masculine maybe just got a bit afraid about, like, we are different, can we make this work, and feeling like there's too big of a bridge to gap for some of them. And so that kind of caused a little bit of a breakage to begin. And of course, all of that's for us to really separate and figure things out on our own and get our own understanding, which is what I feel like the Divine Masculine are doing now. But for some of them, it is about blending the differences and realizing that you can coexist, even if you're so amazingly different from each other, that it all works to, you know, work well together. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the Rubik's Cube, so you have all the different colors on each side of the cube, but they all work well together. It's just about figuring out the right, you know, not the right way to turn, the right buttons to push so that you can work together and create, you know, your beautiful organized kind of chaos situation. So if we go to the bottom card, and I'm just going to put these to the side. If we go to the bottom card, let go of control issues, and it says again, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So again, I feel like Divine Masculine have been in a situation where they've, if there are big differences between them and their Divine Feminine, they've tried to control the issue by either, you know, going away and trying to, like, block their energy and kind of quote unquote reclaim their energy, or by kind of controlling the actions of the Divine Feminine in some way. But I feel like because this is on top as well, that they're realizing that they have to let go of that control. They have to let things develop as they need to and not be afraid of what may or may not happen. Because control issues are really about fear of kind of the unknown, fear of what will happen if you let go, feeling like you need to do something in order for the outcome to be positive, when actually it's like you're not needing to do anything. You're needing to let things flow. You're needing to let things come together the way that they're supposed to, and it's not needing any, like, extra special action from you. So what is this let go of the control issues part about for the Divine Masculine? And I feel like for some Divine Masculine with this card, they may feel like they can't control their Divine Feminine for some reason. And maybe that's why their Divine Feminine is so different from them, or different from people from the past. Realizing the source of those kind of control issues. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Hermit card. So again, ending the situation of trying to control what's going on. And I feel like even with this Hermit card, this is like something that the Divine Masculine are realizing, that they don't need to try and control the situation. It's not for them to control. That they've realized that, you know, maybe their approach was the wrong one. Maybe them trying to control the situation by blocking everything away from them, or blocking their Divine Feminine away from them, hasn't actually given them the outcome that they're actually wanting, has kind of blocked them from what maybe they're even wanting to receive with their Divine Feminine. So what is this? Okay, what is this Ten of Swords about? Queen of Wands. Like I said, I feel like this is some Divine Masculine. You know, their Divine Feminine are super, you know, maybe more bold than the feminine energies that they're used to dealing with. And for whatever reason, that maybe sparks something within them that's like, okay, I need to regain control, because either the energy that I'm feeling is too powerful, or this person is so different and I can't handle this for whatever reason. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords. So especially if the Divine Feminine is one who's maybe more direct or more open, more willing to kind of call them on their shit if they say something wrong, they're realizing that, okay, I've been trying to control this situation. I've been trying to kind of block myself from the situation because it's so different, but maybe it's time that I embrace that. Maybe that's what I'm needing to hear. Maybe that's what I'm needing to experience. So I feel like with this Hermit card as well, it's like realizing that maybe there's something that you're supposed to be learning here, and I feel like Divine Masculine are learning to let go a bit, are learning that they need to not be in so much fear and not let the fear, you know, restrict themselves from other people or restrict their feminine from them. Like embracing their feelings and not feeling, I keep saying feeling a lot, embracing their feelings and not letting it, let them drive, or not letting it let them kind of take actions out of those lower level energies of anxiety, of fear of abandonment, of fear of opening up, of fear of anything. So let's see. Let's get something on this Hermit card. So we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so like I feel like the Divine Masculine has really, some of them have been in that energy where they were just like hiding away, sneaking away, so that they could regain their own sense of control. So especially if the Divine Masculine, if your Divine Feminine kind of sparks that, you know, that super strong energy when you're physically around each other, and it was just so overwhelming and so new and so kind of emboldening. If that kind of lets you really drawing away, so like disappearing, running away, whatever you want to call it, for that whole runner chaser thing, then I feel like this is really you, where you're trying to regain your control by hiding away because you didn't want to deal with the repercussions. You didn't want to deal with the energy that was going on that you were experiencing. So you hid away, but now you're realizing the truth and why you did that, and the truth in your connection more with the Divine Feminine. I feel like this is something we've been getting a lot. The recognition is just on another level. I feel like that since we've entered into 2019, and it's only been not even a whole month, where the Divine Masculine is really like in super recognition of their feminine, whether or not they're communicating it to their Divine Feminine. They, each day it's becoming more and more clear who this person is to them and why that's so unique. So now I want to move over to the Divine Feminine cards and see what's going on. So the first card we had for the Divine Feminine for kind of your mindset regarding the Divine Masculine is the Codependency card. And it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So again, I feel like Divine Feminine are in a state of questioning, are in a state of figuring out. I feel like some Divine Feminine are really being challenged, really being pushed, likely related to ascension, likely related to just opening themselves up, opening their chakras more, becoming more aligned with their soul, you know, dealing with triggers and things like that, but being really pushed to look at their Divine Masculine and be like, okay, is this my person? Is this not my person? Or is this my twin flame? Is this not my twin flame? And I feel like some Divine Feminine are really, you know, battling within, trying to figure out, you know, is the person that I see as my twin flame, is that just a karmic cycle? Is that not? And I feel like whenever those feelings come up, really just ask your guides, ask your spirit guides, ask the universe for a specific sign to like confirm that to you. And yeah, you may receive numbers and things like that, but ask for something super specific. Like I've asked for that, for those things before. Like I remember I asked for seeing olives, like a can of olives or something like that, and I forgot about it after I asked it, but then I saw like a can of olives, and it was so specific. I remember I've also asked for seeing like a flamingo. I've asked for like random things that I wouldn't normally see just to confirm that to me when those feelings of doubt come through. So if that does come through, that's fine. And you know, sometimes, and this is something that not everyone wants to talk about probably, but sometimes you do realize that maybe this isn't the person. Maybe this person that you've seen as your twin flame is not your twin flame. And that's also fine, because we're all ascending here. We're all growing on this spiritual journey. And it's not really about the person. And it sounds so cliche, but that's really the truth. It's not about this other person. It's about you becoming the best version of yourself, feeling whole within yourself. And then the person who's supposed to be there with you at the end is going to be there. So I feel like that is kind of something that some Divine Feminine are going through right now. So let's get another card for this, for codependency for the Divine Feminine. So the card we have is the Moon. So yeah, like I said, these are the fears coming up. Again, we had the full moon, the total lunar eclipse this past weekend. So these are the fears coming up. The fears that, oh my gosh, am I just codependent on this person? Is this a karmic situation? Am I the karmic person in this situation with the person that I've seen as my twin flame? Or are they going to be forever stuck in their karmic situation? Those fears coming up a lot right now. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. So it's like needing to listen to your intuition, needing to listen to your intuition to say, let me look at this situation. Let me kind of get my feelings out of it. Let me ask my guides. Asking your guides is never a bad choice. And just listening to what they say, going within, meditating and figuring out, you know, what is your soul's calling? What are you supposed to be doing? What is your next step in this situation? So let's get a card for the Moon. And we have the Two of Pentacles. So again, I feel like it's fear over, is this the right person? Are things going to balance? Are things going to come together? Are they going to figure things out on their side? Or am I going to figure things out on my side? For people who may be considering moving or making big changes, if I move, is that going to somehow affect things? Am I codependent? Am I like in the wrong headspace? If I decide to not pursue something to stay closer to my masculine, or as I to do something to get closer to my masculine, whenever those conversations, whenever those questions come up about what move you should make next, always go within, you know, clear your mind, listen to your guides, listen to your higher self, meditate if you can, and listen to what comes through. I never believe that you should make a decision regarding your life, regarding your next steps, based on whether or not your person that you see as your divine masculine or as your divine feminine is there in that location, in that job, in that whatever or not, because distance doesn't really have to do with this. Like if there's one thing we've all learned about this, is that distance it's not really relevant. It's like you will feel each other. You don't need to be in the same place. But when it's time to come together, it's time to come together. And, you know, mountains will be moved. You will appear to each other and things will come together. And yeah, so I just got the Eight of Swords reversed, the Strength card reversed, and the Empress reversed. So again, I feel like some Divine Feminine are really wondering, like, are we going to start this new beginning? Like, I feel like I'm clearing things. I'm feeling like I'm getting better understanding of myself, of the situation, of this person that I'm, you know, feel this connection with. But, you know, is this going to happen? Is this the right person? Is this new beginning going to happen? I feel like that's something that is really going on with some Divine Feminine right now. And I'll just get anything else on this codependency card. Queen of Cups again. So really needing to listen to your intuition about it. Really needing to let your guides, let your intuition tell you where to go. To not be in your ego. To not feeling that back and forth. But to center yourself on those feelings of inner conflict. Of, am I doing the right thing? Of, is this the right person? Of doubt really come through. Because, you know, it really pushes you to the next level where you're supposed to be if you're able to identify, you know, why are these feelings coming up? What is this root? Is this about abandonment? Is this about fearing of not being good enough? Really identifying those things, those triggers, you know, really allow you to push through and clean that out and get to the next level to become, you know, the next best version of yourself and really kind of ascend even more. So now let's look at the bottom card. So pay attention to the red flags. And with this, I feel like, again, ask your guides for signs. Pay attention to those flags about your divine masculine and about anything else you may be wondering about. Also, pay attention to the red flags saying, you know, don't do something. If you're getting feelings about, you know, certain people, certain situations, feeling like you shouldn't engage with it, feeling like it's not for you, then listen to those signs as well. I mean, I feel like on this journey we talk a lot about, you know, seeing repeating numbers, seeing things that remind us of our divine counterpart, but we also need to look at the flags that are showing us, hey, slow down, like this is not for you. As much as we listen, as much as we pay attention to the signs that are saying, yes, you're on the right journey, right? We need to be aware of both sides of the coin. So what is this? What are we needing to pay attention to? What is the divine feminine needing to pay attention to with this? And I feel like with this as well, there's some divine feminine who may be, you know, backtracking, feeling like, okay, did I miss something about my person? Especially if you're having new realizations about your divine masculine. You know, if you're communicating more and more things are coming to the light and it's feeling like, okay, when did this happen? Putting the puzzle pieces together and, you know, feeling like, okay, I did not know that, but now I do. Did I miss something from the past? I feel like as we're starting to get in more communication with each other, you know, certain things will come to the light, and it's about really dealing with whatever new information comes to the light as this better version of ourselves, as being able to deal with situations head on and communicate through them. But also keeping in mind that, you know, if something comes to the light and it's not okay, and if it violates your boundaries or something like that, then also being able to call out those red flags with your divine masculine and communicate through them ideally, whether that means it's in a single conversation or in several. So what is this pay attention to the red flags card about? Okay, Queen of Cups. So again, listening to our intuition. So whenever these flags come up, whenever these signs come up saying, do this or don't do that, or listen to your intuition more because you're not listening to me, or you need to pay attention to this about your divine masculine or about yourself, we need to listen to our intuition. We need to, you know, not dismiss any signs that are coming through, because whether they're good or bad, they're really cautioning us and saying, you know, bringing to light something we need to notice. So, what is our Queen of Cups trying to communicate? So we have the the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck as the Empress. So I feel like with this King of Swords, some of the red flags are about listening to your intuition about what's kind of right and wrong. So if something is feeling wrong, if someone feels like they're not telling you the truth, if someone feels like they're lying to you, misrepresenting something, listening to those flags and calling them out, even if it's your divine masculine. So what is this King of Swords situation about? Five of Pentacles in reverse. So never feel like you standing up and calling someone out, whether it's a friend, family, whatever, is going to lead to you being left out in the cold, because it's never a bad thing if you have boundaries and you stand up for them, or if someone's trying to take advantage and you stand up for yourself. So I also got the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So again, I feel like there's kind of a feeling here that the Divine Feminine pay attention to the red flags in your own life and with your divine masculine for you know, anyone that you're dealing with. Don't feel like you have to hold back on what your guides are trying to tell you or on that gut feeling you have in order to keep things happy, in order to keep things positive, in order to feel like you're going to get the opportunity that you're wanting to get, because you will still get the opportunities that are meant for you, you know, at the right time. But don't suppress your intuition. That's kind of what I'm getting at with all of this. Don't suppress your intuition. Bottom of the deck is the Justice reverse. So especially if it's regarding your divine masculine, remember we got the Justice card up here for them. You know, don't suppress your intuition. If you have a gut feeling on something, call out those red flags. It's perfectly okay, and that's a part of you becoming that kind of stronger divine feminine energy within yourself. Because the divine feminine is strong and powerful and bold and, you know, speaks their truth no matter what it means. Because, you know, you're living your best version of yourself. There's certain things you deal with. There's certain things you don't deal with, even if it's your divine counterpart. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for this romance reading. I hope this was helpful. There's definitely lots of contemplation going on both sides. Let me know if this resonates with you, especially, or the masculine and the divine feminine, but let me know if it resonates. I think I'm going to also do a tarot sexual magic kind of reading for the divine masculine as well, since everyone seemed to like that, and I'll just kind of do it exclusively based on that deck. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link to my website's in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video.